Hi, my name is Shwa and I am the founder and host of Light Up with Shwa. You're watching and listening to part 2 with Dennis. Enjoy.
Um, what do you like about yourself?
Oh man, this kind of question. Well, I do take pride in. I do take pride in trying to be kind to others. That to me is very important, and I would never want to compromise that.
Like, let's say somebody doesn't treat you well. What is your response?
So I think usually the best way to combat, meanness or unkindness is with kindness. Because then I feel like kindness should beget more kindness, right? So if they're initially are not kind to me, if you still show kindness to them, I think they'll come around
So
eventually.
have you experienced that?
I think, not in any
Mean?
like deep context, I would say, but I think definitely in like middle school or high school, right, where there might be classmates that you don't really get along with, and so they don't really have a favorable opinion of you or things like that. But generally, what I try to do is I try to treat everyone with respect and with courtesy and everything, and generally it has worked out for me. I feel like meanness is just not sustainable.
Okay.
Because it's just a lot of negative energy. I think it really takes effort to be mean to someone. And so if the other person always responds in a way that doesn't provoke you, just by the laws of, equilibrium, right? Homeostasis, you're not going to try to constantly spend so much energy to try to create this negativity.
Anything that you would like to change about yourself?
I definitely think I would like to be able to read more.
Okay. What do you think ego is? Do you have ego?
Oh yeah, I think I definitely have ego.
How do you define ego?
Yeah, I think in my opinion, ego is sort of a manifestation of your, it is obviously pride, but pride in a way that comes at maybe a detriment to others. Pride in a way that you're not fully being considerate of other people. Gratitude. I think that actually comes hand in hand with ego for sure.
Okay.
Right.
How?
Because you have this ego, I think in order to keep it in check, showing gratitude is one of the best ways to kind of ground yourself. Because as I've traveled to so many places and things like that, right? I'm grateful to my parents, for taking me all over the world and giving me all of these experiences. And I think knowing that I did not become who I am just on my own accord, right? A lot of people in my life have influenced, who I've become, and being able to show that and being able to recognize that. And I think that's actually, talking on a more cultural context. I don't know, I might be generalizing too much here, but I think it's more so in the Asian context, the idea of gratitude is usually understood, but not really voiced. As a young man,
Yes.
I definitely feel like time is not really a concept that I tend to think about, because I say, I have plenty of time, I can do whatever I want, I can go enjoy myself and everything. But I feel like I'm getting to a point where I said, okay, I'm 25 now, I am not 16 or 17, right? Every year I kind of think about it a little bit more, and I've kind of started to appreciate the the limited amount of time that I actually have.
Already?
Yeah, doing it in a day, right? Especially at this time, because you feel like there's so much that you can do. I think, in relation to kind of the limited time that we have, I think the purpose, for me at least, as I try to do is, try to use some skill or something that I can offer, to the world, and be able to kind of create a better world for future generations. I think that to me is important because it kind of is that like more humanistic, perspective that we want to better humanity as a whole. And so if there's any way I can, contribute to that, right, I think that is a good purpose to have to, for example, making medical technologies more affordable, right? Like, you're building these medical devices, but making it affordable. Why? Because, I believe in healthcare for all, right? Like you're trying to make things cheaper so that it's accessible to everybody and to kind of bridge the gap, right, between all the inequalities in the world. Oh yeah, keep having hope, for sure. I think the ultimate solution is somewhere in between, right? If you just take on the old tradition and never do anything new to it, right, then the world will never change, right? Because that's always going to go as it is. And so, being too idealistic, right, it's obviously not realistic. So I think, being able to listen and be able to hope, but still kind of have those conversations with people, with opinions that you disagree with, is really important to reach that maybe optimal solution that can take humanity forward.
Oh, good. What lights you up?
What lights me up? Faith in humanity. I think every time I witness, people being kind to others, no matter what kind of day I'm having, even if I see, a small act of kindness where, people maybe, just, donating money to their, charity or something where, it doesn't have to be big, even if it's just somebody picking up somebody else's trash right on the ground and throwing it, just all these small daily things. But, that I witness, it always lights me up because then, it's part of that hope, right? That there is faith in humanity, right? I've restored some faith in humanity, despite, a lot of the things that you hear in the news, right? So I think that definitely lights me up.
Thank you. Dennis, thank you so much for your time. And
thank you for interviewing me.
Yeah, welcome. Honor to do that. And I think we had a very rich and interesting conversation. And I hope to continue to interview people in your age group so we can bring, as you said, experienced wisdom with the idealistic, because you have to begin from somewhere and you have to be idealistic in order to make it realistic, right? So that's a good message we have here. So thank you again, and hope to talk to you soon again, and especially after you graduate.
All right.
Okay.
Thank you for watching part 2 with Dennis. I hope you enjoyed it. Please subscribe, listen, share, rate and review, and let me know what you think. So, and I hope you're listening to other and watching other shows as well on Groton channel and YouTube. So, thank you.